So what is going on, everyone? It is Kieran the Barber back for another YouTube video. Today is one of my favorites. It's a classic. It is a skin fade pompadour. You know, the ones that I like to do. I haven't done one in a while, and I'll be honest, I don't get a lot of them in anymore. So it's a rare little treat when I get a pompadour in. They are still my favorite cuts. I still really love doing them. I appreciate doing them. So what I'm going to do is, Devon likes his hair really high. So starting off with my Slimline Pro LIs, we're going to get right in there and take that just an inch above the occipital bone, come around on them corners and just to the temple. You can see the flow of it coming from up to then down again, sort of like a snake line, like a curvature in the hair. Now follow exactly the same line with this with the Andis full shaver, but just leave it about a centimetre below what you've done the line, just to give yourself a little bit of blending room. Use the Andis full shaver in all angles. Don't be scared to just go up and down. So don't be scared, guys. Go in circular motions, go in all different rotations, up, down, left, right. Do what you gotta do, because hair grows in all different angles. Now on to my Supreme US Pro LIs, just clipping that hair up. Using my magnetic guards with a 2 close guard on right now. Just removing that bolt. As I said, Devon likes his fade nice and high. So we're taking that 2 up as high as we can possibly go. And we're just gonna scissor cut the rest of them edges. So I come in with my 1 open, and I come just an inch under that, and then again with my 1 closed, and I come a centimetre under my 1.5 that I used. It's just slowly bringing the guards down bit by bit. They say it's such a fast motion. I use in 2 closed, 1 open, 1 closed, 0 guard open, 0 guard closed. And then what I do after I've done my 0 guard closed is I start off with trigger play. Now, if people don't know what trigger play is, I'll go through it with you. Trigger play is where you get the lever of your clipper, using it to go up and down in a constant motion to get that perfect fade. You don't. What I'll do is on here right now, I'll do a half, and then I'll go in very bottom with a 0. So I'll flick that to a 0, and then I'll trigger play the whole rest of this haircut out, just to make sure that shadow is out. Because what I want to do is I want to really contour that fade right in, so it is a perfect blend. I don't want to see any shadow whatsoever. And the best way to do that is to trigger play. So don't think you're going over a haircut. You need to go all the way to a half, or sorry, an open guard, and all the way to a closed blade. What you do is you can, in between that middle bit, that's where you're going to get the shadows out. So just keep trigger playing until you get the right pinpoint. Just take it slowly by slowly, making sure you, as I say, get them shadows out and make that contouring really nice. So guys, from the back, using my Slimline Pros again, what I'm currently doing is I'm currently showing you how to do exactly the same steps on the other side of the haircut. So I'm just going to shut up for a minute because my voice is really bloody annoying. I will say quickly, just as I say, as always, halfway through the video, I want you guys to just subscribe. I'm going to be in Russia this year, so I'll be in Russia. So privyet to all my fans from Russia, and I will be doing the ABS Chicago, I believe. So I'll be in Chicago in April, and I'll be in New Orleans. Not that I'll be cutting hair in New Orleans, but I will be in New Orleans in April for WrestleMania. So if I've got any other wrestling fans out there, Barber fans that live in New Orleans, or Barber fans or going to WrestleMania, give me a shout, comment down below. I'd love to meet some of you. It would be really cool to have a drink with you all, talk less barbering, drink more drink. You know how it is. But WrestleMania is going to be amazing. I'm also doing some one-to-one education in my shop. So if you have any inquiries about me coming to your shop, or you come to my shop, just learn some one-on-one skin fades, I do a day's workshop. Just give me an email. It's kieranthebarber@gmail.com. So yeah, that'd be good to get some of you. I've been doing that for the last couple of years now, and most of my Sundays get full quite quickly. I sort of have sort of on and off periods of it, where I do 6 weeks on of it, and then I do 12 weeks off, just because I like my Sundays to be my rest day, but I want to get back on it. So if any of you want some extra education, you want to have a hands-on class with myself, just drop me an email. That'd be great to see you all. So yeah, it's going well. I'm gonna hit that 100,000 this year. I'm gonna hit the 100,000 this year. That is what I want. I'm going to be YouTubing a lot. So guys, I apologize, because you're going to see seeing a lot of me on YouTube, a lot of me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, everything that I am on, possibly you're going to see me on. So make sure you at me. All my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube, my Snapchat is all Kieran the Barber, KieronTheBarber. Do you know how long that took me to rehearse that bit there? That was hard to get that right. So yeah, but it's going to be good to see a lot of your faces at different shows. Just make sure you come up and say hello to me. Like, I don't bite. I know I've had a few people at shows message me after the show and say, oh, I saw you at a show, but I didn't want to speak to you because you look busy. I just look busy. I look like I walked out of a bush most of the time. So guys, just come and grab me, slap me on the face, say hello to me. It'd be good to meet everyone who watches my YouTube. Just I'll be honest, just to say thank you. You know, I appreciate every single one of you that watch my videos. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. Really. Now I'm gonna shut up. Now I'm gonna shut up and let you watch the rest of this. Okay, sorry. Spraying Devon's hair down right now, just making sure I'm just showing him pretty much how much I'm going to be taking off. I don't want to take off crazy amounts because Devon likes his pomp nice and high, so I'm just getting that right, spraying that down, and then we're just going to club cut straight through the top. So I want that to be nice and straight, so when that comes over, I want that to sit nice and flat, and we want his fringe to be his feature point. So as you'll see, what I'll do is with the fringe, I'll cut the fringe high, and then I'll be cutting a little bit more as I go back, just because I want that fringe to sit above the hair, what sits behind it. Because if you cut the hair at one level, then it becomes more of a flat top than a pompadour, and flat tops aren't the coolest thing in the world. they're cool to people obviously that have flat tops, don't get me wrong, and they are the Rubik's cube of haircuts. Only a set few people can do them properly, I promise you that, and I am definitely not one of them. I can do a flat top, I can do a good flat top. On afro hair as high top, I can do a perfect high top. I love doing high tops. Flat tops on more Caucasian hair, I struggle with. So just finalising the haircut with my Slimline Pros, just going around them edges just to make them real sharp, to make the haircut really pop out. I'm not giving him a pushback. I'm literally just edging that off just slightly. As I say, I'm going into the natural line. I'm not taking it any further back than it needs to go, because nobody wants to push back. No one wants to take 6 months to grow the fringe out. I've been there on customers that have had that done, and I don't want that at all. Same with the beard. I don't want to take the beard too low. I want it to sit just on the lip line. I think anything lower on a natural looking beard can look silly, where it looks more of a chin strap and stuff like that. But each their own. Let me know in the comments below what you guys have, or you guys do to your beards. I like to keep it just to the lips. So I look at the lips as my guideline, and then I curvature from the lips to the temple. Now some people do it differently. Let me know what you do yourselves. So guys, now we're going to use the Raw Image Barber Shop Beach Baller Sea Salt Spray. It's my own brand, and I'm really proud of it. I love this stuff. Seriously, it took me a while to make, to get it right. It smells like coconut. It is amazing stuff. Now, for people who haven't used sea salt spray before, let me just go through what sea salt spray does, especially for pompadours. Sea salt spray is like, the only way I can describe sea salt spray is if you go to the seaside or you go to the beach, you're chilling on the beach, you go in the sea, you're swimming around, your hair is soaking wet, you come back, you lay down, you sit there, you let your hair dry, your hair goes kind of crispy. That's exactly what sea salt spray does. Exactly what sea salt spray does, other than you're styling it into place. So it gives it a really dry, a really firm hold, especially for pompadours, because people don't like the hair looking so wet anymore these days. They don't like the gel, they don't like pomade. My clients prefer either a powder or a dry clay. So that's why when we're using the sea salt spray, it really helps oomph the hair up. It really helps sort of get that hair, get that height, get that body. And that's what you want in a product. That's what you want in a good product, is for your client to afterwards go, what product did you use in my hair? I used the Raw Image Beach Baller. Oh, what's that? That's my sea salt spray. How much is it? Well, it's this much. Oh, let me grab some of that. And there we go. So I'm using a little bit of Mitch now. I've been using Paul Mitchell for about 2-3 months, and I've honestly fallen in love with Mitch. I'll be really honest. I was like, oh, that's Paul Mitchell, this Mitch. It was gonna be like a bit of a woman's product, because Paul Mitchell deals with more women more. Nah, this product is sick. For people that use Mitch in their shop, congratulations. And why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Because I mean, I've been in this industry 15 years, and now I only know about Mitch, and I'm gutted that I haven't used it before. And everybody that does pompadours needs a Jack Dean pompadour comb, or just a pompadour comb, as a separator as such in general, to give it that nice natural finish. Because if you don't give it that natural finish, what's the point in doing it? You know, that's what it's there for. Ooh, look at the height and look at the body in that cut. Jesus! A little bit of hairspray just to finish, just to perfect everything. And that, my friends, is a good pompadour. Let me know in the comments below what you think yourself personally. Let me know if you have a pompadour and this video has helped you style your hair better, or you're finding different products to use. Let me know in the comments below. Guys, as always, don't forget to give me a subscribe. A big thank you, big love to people at the end who watched this video. I just want to say thank you. Literally, I have no words can describe how much you guys how much I appreciate you guys. So yeah.